I'm supposed to stand up. I'm just sitting down there, just chilling. It's a nice little crowd tonight, small but perfectly formed. Look at us, looking great. Everyone having a good week? We're all good?
Yeah.
Ish. Ish. Meh. Yeah. Ugh. That sucks, doesn't it? Hey, we're here though. We ain't cancelled. We're all good. We're all good. Have I got any newbies here today? No. We're not scary, I promise. I'm the scariest thing here.
Yeah.
I am. If you could just put your phones on silent for me, though, that would be brilliant, because with only communication we want is with spirit, not the outside world. I will put my watch on silent now, because otherwise my mum will phone. She got really annoyed with my daughter yesterday because I was at work. I don't know. Because apparently, because I've worked, I changed my day last year, and she still can't remember it. So now she's annoyed. So, and then she never remembers this, and she always phones up for something completely random. She phoned up about pyjamas earlier. I don't know. So, has anyone got any questions before we start? Anything you're not sure of? Anything you want to know, or anything like that? Now's the time to ask it. I have no healers in at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
I can do some healing
if you want to, you're more than welcome to do some.
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, more than welcome to do some. I haven't got any like healers on deck, but unless Janet wants to step up and do some, we can do it. But yeah, we can do healing. So if anyone hasn't been to one of these before, if Lynda comes to you, just we prefer yes, no, or maybe quick answers. Please do not feed the medium. I'm giving a cake afterwards. She doesn't want like loads of details and stuff like that with it, because it's our job to give you the evidence, not you give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, if you could just open for me in any way you want to, that would be lovely.
Lovely, thank you. Hello, everybody. Hello. Nice to be back here. Thank you. So if you'd like to join me in prayer, please, okay? And I'd like you to just go into the silence within. And as you do that, just leave all your worries, all your concerns at the door. Just go within and find that soft spot within you, that peace, that quietness, maybe that beat of the heart. Now I want you to invite your loved ones to join you here, bringing them close to your heartbeat, feeling that love, that energy, just knowing that they're there as you've called them. Heart to heart, soul to soul. While you sit in that peace, I'm going to say, Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, Divine Energy, thank you for guiding us all here this evening, and may a blessing be put upon those that couldn't make it for whatever reason. I ask that your healing rays goes out around our planets, not forgetting the animal kingdom, birds, the creatures, those that swim, Mother Earth herself, and all that resides on her. I also ask that your healing goes to those that are named in all the healing books around our planet, please. Thank you. And now I ask the veil to be put to one side. I invite my guides, my loved ones, those from the higher realms, to join us here this evening. I also ask those loved ones of those in front of me to join here. You can use my body to get your messages over, and every part of my body, all my senses, but done with respect to me, please. I can even become you, but again with respect to me, please. I do ask that we have proof that life continues. It's a continuous circle. No such thing as death, just the soul going back home and then rejoining us some other time. I do ask that we have this proof, but also we have and laughter, because that creates healing, done with respect, and also that proof of who I have. So I ask that I be your vessel this evening, and I leave this service in thy loving hands, dear Lord. Amen.
Thank you. I've got the healing book here. I'm just going to read through the names and read through the little prayer that I've got here. And then if you could just take a moment just to visualize the people that are named here and anyone else that you want to give out healing to, just visualize them in a better state than they are now, in better circumstances and in better health. Great Spirit, as we enter this festive time of lights, love and family, we remember that not everyone is as fortunate and that they deserve a little of our time, compassion and care. The energy we raise here, we send out to those who need it, those less fortunate than us, and those who cannot or will not ask for it. Our healing list is Darren, Wendy, Sheila, Seffi, Michael, Mark and family, Jeanette, Kelly, Ferge, Betty, Mick, Sylvia, Clive, Christina, Laura, Dawn, Jess, Maureen, Jenny, Yvonne, Paula and Deborah. So if you could just take a moment, like I said, just to visualise them in a little bit better situation than they are now, that would be wonderful. It's lovely, thank you. Just got a very quick little story here about a woman who wanted to she wrote in to tell about her psychic journey. And it started when she was a child. And she said, breathlessly, I crouched in the dark pantry. It was the weekend and I was at my nan's house playing hide and seek. Ready or not, here I come, my cousin called. I waited, willing myself not to sneeze. Then suddenly I jumped. There was a shadowy figure in the corner. Legs trembling, I backed away and fumbled for the doorknob and it wouldn't open. Help, I screamed. Amy, Nan said. I'm locked in the pantry and can't get out, I cried. Try pushing, she replied. As I did so, the door burst open. I collapsed against Nan, sobbing. There's someone in the pantry. Where? Nan asked. Cautiously, I looked around, but the figure had vanished. I didn't imagine it, I babbled. I know, darling. I believe you. I often sense a presence in there. The key is not to let them know that you're scared. Whenever I stayed at Nan's house, strange things would happen. But despite being afraid of the creaks and shadows, I always felt reassured by her. She wore boho blouses and she had the kindest heart. So more importantly, she understood me. Since being a toddler, I've been able to see ghosts. There was an elderly gentleman called Fred in my family home who would visit me. Whenever I told Mum, she would just shake her head. But when I blurted it out to Nan, she gasped at me in amazement. It turned out she had known our previous neighbour who had died, and his name was Fred. So I hadn't imagined him. We talked a lot about spirits, Nan and me. She was a believer and happily answered all my questions. Nan, I said one day, aged 10, when you die, will you come back and see me? She smiled. Oh, of course, but only when you're ready. Aged 19, I went to a paranormal event at a local war bunker with my boyfriend, who was also a believer. The bunker was near an abandoned park, and when we arrived at 10 p.m, the sky was thick with fog. Welcome, our medium said. We were told to stand in a circle and wait. After 10 minutes, I started to get bored, but then we all froze. There was the undeniable sound of marching. When we filed outside, I gazed through the fog and I could make out soldiers. Can you see that? I asked my boyfriend shakily. He nodded open-mouthed like everybody else. I see something in you, the medium told me. I'd like to invite you to our future events. I was thrilled. Nan was going to be so proud. I attended development circles and began doing readings. Then my relationship ended, and not long after, Nan went into hospital with a serious lung disease. I'd sit and talk to her about all the things that we do when she came home, but I was kidding myself. One afternoon, I looked at her ashen face. I could see that she was slipping away, so tearfully I said, Nan, it's okay if you want to move on. She died a few hours later from heart failure, and while the grief was stifling, I was relieved to know that we would finally be together one day. Soon, I met the love of my life, and we had our first child. While juggling life as a mum, I continued doing mediumship. However, the real turning point came after the birth of our third child. I nearly died during labour after a seizure caused by preeclampsia. It was a terrifying experience, but it was also a wake-up call to stop making me stop fixating on trivial stuff, such as my weight, and focus on what really is important instead. I'm going to start a business, I told my partner 2 months later. What sort of business, he asked. A witchy boho clothing line, I grinned, for people of all shapes and sizes. Look. I showed him my sketchbook, all designs, all inspired by Nan's vibrant clothes in sizes 6 to 36, and my newfound desire to celebrate all body shapes. I officially launched the brand Lulu Witch in 2023, and we even have a little shop now. And I also run a paranormal business through which I regularly encounter ghosts. The only spirit I'm yet to see is Nan. I'm praying I'll find her, but like she said, it'll happen when I'm ready. And that's just a little reminder to some people that we get quite a lot of people that come here, and they come with normally one specific person in mind, someone that they really want to hear from. And that's not always going to happen, unfortunately. They will come when you are ready for them to come. You might get other friends, other family, other people coming, but focusing on that one specific person that you want, if you're not at the point in your grief journey, or it's not the right point for you, they're not going to come. It doesn't mean that they don't care. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. It doesn't mean that they're not with you and they're not watching you. It just means that having communication with them at this point wouldn't be good for you, and it's not the right time for you to understand any messages that they need. So, and that's just a little example of that. So that's me done. I'm going to pass you over to Lynda to do whatever she wants to do.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I always say you get who you want. You get who you need, not who you want.
Yep.
That's how it works for me. So, and I see that in mediumship is healing as well. Yep. So, excuse me, I'll just take my shoes off so I won't put my shoes on.
Yeah, yes. I'm the same. I always take my shoes off.
Yeah, but you don't do you?
I wish. Find trousers that fit then.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? I have to take everything up. So, right, okay. I've still got that on there. Right, lovely. So yeah, I've got all my senses open. Well, it was last night anyway. I've worked quite a bit this week already, and I need to say to you that when our loved ones draw close and use me as a vessel, all right, it's in a way a free-way communication. You probably heard a medium say this before. I'm just in the middle. I can transfer what they're saying, or they use a feeling. They use many different ways to get that message over to you. All right. Now the thing is, your loved ones will only see themselves how they see themselves. Okay, and we all see people different. Like your partners, your family, everybody sees each person differently. So just remember that when a medium gives you loads of stuff coming through, because those loved ones actually they're getting the message over as they saw themselves, and I think it's quite sweet, really. How they do that. So as this is coming through here, I need to just say, so if somebody had like dementia before they went to the spirit world, then they would see themselves in a different way. So we work with this. We work with it. All right. Right. I know I'm with this lady here. Is it all right if I work with you, please? Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, you understand, I get little sayings sometimes, so, but would you understand damned if you do and damned if you don't going on around you at this moment in time, please? Yes. Yeah, lovely. Okay, sometimes they give me that before your loved one builds up. Okay, right, I do have, all right, okay. Right, I thought I had a gentleman, but I have a lady. All right, it's coming in stronger. Okay. So I'm going to work with the lady for the time being, all right? Yeah. So this lady, I want to say she's probably about my height, this lady. Okay. And I would say that with this lady, I would have made maybe 70. I would have been about 70 when I passed the spirit world. Might be in the latter end of 70, not earlier. Okay, that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Also, when I see them, if they were younger looking, then and I'm given an age, it might not be correct. Yeah. All right, because sometimes they're telling me, sometimes I'm seeing, sometimes I'm sensing, sometimes I'm feeling. All right, and that's all gets brought in as I'm working. I know with this lady that when she was here on the earth plane, she was a busy lady, and she kept herself busy all the time. She talks about the wartime, so I've got to go back to like a nan or an aunt, but I've got to go back in time because she's talking about the wartime. Okay, and she talks about how difficult it was for everybody, not just herself, but she's also talking about the community coming together. Okay, and I feel that was where she was so busy. And she's talking about how difficult life was, but we had fun. All right. She's not given me much more of how she looked because I know there's a message within that what she's saying for yourself. Can you show me a bit more, please? All right. I've got a nice covering with this lady as well, so I would have I would have been. I wasn't a slim lady, I wasn't a fat lady. I had a nice covering with her. Right. Okay, but I do feel that she lost the weight before she went to the spirit world. Right. Also, I'm looking at her. Right, she's showing me her hair. Her hair would have been brown when she was on the earth plane, not in her latter years, but in her younger years. Okay. Right, so she's showing me that. Also, I've got sort of more of a longer face with her than your face. Right. All right, it's a little bit longer. And she is, yeah, I feel that it must have been in her 70s that she passed. That's the feeling. I know I've got nice skin with her as well. I've got lovely skin with her. I know there's some sort of resemblance between you and her, so I know it's not a friend, I know it's a family member. Okay. She talks about hair as well. No, it's not that. So I know, sorry, get that. I know that right, thank you. I know that she would have struggled with her breath as well before she went to spirit world, okay? And I know as I'm laying here, I'm at home. I'm not in a hospital, not in a hospice, I'm at home. So, and I also know that I have family around me. I do feel that I've got, I don't want to say I've got 10 children, but I want to say I've got about 6 children around me. I'm not saying they're all around me, but I'm saying it's a bigger family than the 2 children that is quite the norm now. So this lady, can you take this lady?
Well, I was getting muddled up between 2. I think I'm narrowing it down.
Right, so we're narrowing it down. All right, okay. As I say, I know this lady was busy. I feel as though I'm a grandmother with her, right. All right, and or I could be a great grandmother because I know that we're going back in time with her. Right. I also know that I have a dog. I have a family dog around me as well with her. Okay. I can't see it, but I feel it, and I have a knowing that it's there. I feel that I'm going to give you why the ladies come here, because I just feel that where she's saying the community work together, I feel this is what either you should be doing or you are doing. Does that make sense? Yes. And going back to, I want to say like the old days where everybody pulled their weight and everybody came together. and there was so much fun. There was so much fun between everybody. And there must be a reason why she's saying this to you, but I feel it is that you need to get out in the community more. And does that make sense to you?
It does make sense,
and that will raise your vibrations. That will help you with your journey. Because I do feel that sometimes you look back in life and you shouldn't be looking back. You should be trying to look forwards. Having people around you that love you and not just family, because love can come from friends as well. Okay, it's being part of that community, and I feel this is what this lady's come through for you to say. You know that community is there for you. You just have to seek it. Does that make sense to you?
It does, yes, it makes a lot of sense.
And it will raise your vibration and it will help you through life. Yes, yeah. Well, you have free will, but she's coming with this guidance for you to say, you know, come on, get out there and enjoy. And enjoy people. I know she talks about you being hurt in the past, and but all these things are to teach you lessons, is what she's saying. All right. Oh. Would that be you struggling to get things down your throat? Like food-wise? Okay. Well, all I can say is, because I struggled with that sip of water, that I don't know what that is, and I'm no doctor, and I can't tell you that. But if it continues, please go and get it checked out, please. All right. It's nothing to worry about, but I know I felt that, and that's not normal. All right, but it can be stress as well. Right, it could be stress, but this is what's
makes sense.
all right. This is what's being said. Well, if it's stress, it's about looking after you now, isn't it? You know, and I feel also like if you share your problems, instead of keeping them all in, that'll help you as well. Okay. I'm going to leave this lady's love and say thank you.
Very much.
You're most welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for working with us. Okay, can I come to the lady there, please? May I work with you, lovely? Thank you. You know, I said damned if you do and damned if you don't. Can you understand that with yourself as well? Okay, lovely. I do have a gentleman here. I'm not sure if he's your father, but he's coming in strong. All right? And, oh, bless you. What tissue? Sorry. Yeah, I understand that you're upset. So, do you need me to carry on? You're all right. Okay, lovely. So I have this gentleman. He's a very strong gentleman. I want to show me that he would have been about 5'8", 9", somewhere around that height. Okay, and I feel as though I'm pretty well built with this gentleman as well when he was here on the earth plane. But I know there would have been a time where he did lose the weight. You understand? And I know that people thought I was suffering as well. You understand that? And as he's drawing close here, I feel it's quite a character when he was here, you know, and he wants to make me laugh, and he wants to make you laugh, okay? I do feel, even though he's been over I want to say sometime, I want to say that for you, it feels as though it's like yesterday. Right, I do feel that you're reliving his passing in your head. Does that make sense? And would you understand that he didn't get to say goodbye to certain people, please? And I know, he's showing me a Christmas wreath, so I don't know if his passing would have been around the Christmas period. Oh, it's today. All right, okay. That's why it's come through then, lovely. All right. He's shown me a wreath, so I know it's around the Christmas period, so it's today. And I know that he would have tried to hang out for Christmas, okay, because it was just round the corner, and he didn't want to leave that bitter taste with the family. all right? But in the end, he said, I was called and I had to go over. He said that I couldn't hang on any longer. He said also my organs were all closing down as well. All right. I know that you must have something of his. Okay. He's not showing me, he's not telling me, but I know that there's something you have of his, and I know that you either feel it or you hold it at times. I want to say. I know there's a picture of him as well. You understand that? And I know you look at that and you talk to him because you talk to the picture. He knows he's there. He's there. I need to go to a ring. Would you understand a ring?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I don't know what I mean by that, but I have to give you a ring. Okay. Also, can you understand you have gifts that he's brought you as well? Yeah. And you hold them dear as well, bless. I know that in the end it was the breath that took me over. That it was the lack of breath. It said, but you know, this was my journey. You don't have to live my journey. And he doesn't want you to. I know that there's others around you that will be suffering because of yourself as well as his passing. Okay, and I know that he was part of the society. There was people that loved him outside the home as well. I do feel that he was the matriarch of the family, and now I feel the family is now starting to scatter because of everybody has their own minds. Yeah. So I'm just feeling that everybody's got their own minds, and they're all like everybody's got an opinion now, where before it would be going to dad. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I want to say granddad as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. I just feel he's come through, obviously, because it's his anniversary, the anniversary of his passing. But also, can I give you May for some reason? Yeah, okay. I've just got to give you May for a reason. And also, I can see a dog, but I think that's on the earth plane. Do you understand a dog on the earth plane? Yeah. Right, okay. Right, I'm just seeing that. Would that be right? No. Okay. Right, I can. Okay. You're thinking about having another dog?
Yeah. We've got a few dogs in the family.
Right, okay, because I feel this as a white puppy. All right, so I'm just, that's what I'm being shown. It's a bundle of fun. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. So I pass that on to you. I feel that's a gift, all right, from the spirit world. You understand you lost a dog recently, I want to say, and that's really hurt you. Yeah, and that this one is to replace it. So, but I also feel that with this particular dog, it's going to have traits of the dog that has recently gone over. All right, okay. Some annoying traits as well, I need to say. All right, that the dog has. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, but I know there's so much love from him. All right, but the message is, he's had his journey. You need to continue yours. Not without him, because you know he's around you. He's there in spirit with you. Yeah, soul to soul. Yeah, soul to soul. So he knows, you know, but you need to let go of his passing and just go and enjoy your life and your family. All right? Coming from him. All right. God bless you, and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Can I come to the lady at the back there, please? I'll work with you. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know who I've got for you, but okay, I've got a lady in the spirit world, all right, coming through. this lady, she's quite a short lady. She's probably around here with me, all right, that height. I know that I would, with her, I'd be quite quick lady. I was always busy, but very quick with what I used to do. I know she's bringing in crafts, so I know that she would be good with her hands, whether it's icing cakes or something like that when she was here. I know that she's talking about her passing would have been a tragedy, and I know all passings are tragedies, but I know that this one would have affected a lot of people with this passing, this lady. All right. I know also with this lady, I do feel that, all right, I think this is what she's saying, okay? I think this is what she's saying. I feel my mind wasn't quite where it should have been, okay, before I went to Spirit World, okay? But she's telling me that her passing was quick in the end. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. I know this lady would have loved Christmas. She's loving that Christmas tree, so I know that she would have loved Christmas. And she would have all the family around. She's talking about the Christmas pudding where you put the old sixpence in. You understand? So that's what she's coming with. Yeah. I just know. I don't know if you're a granddaughter or you're her daughter, but I know there is a lot of love from this lady for yourself. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can get a bit more from her, if she will. She was a matriarch of the family, all right? She said, I know other people thought that they were, but it was people would come to, family members would come to me if there was a problem. So I would help them sort things out. I had a very good ear. I was good at listening. Okay. And also I could sort people out if they needed sorting out. All right. So she had a voice for others as well. I know, I think I've already given this, but she's given it. She talks about her passing being very quick in the end. All right. Quicker than what people thought it was going to be. Can you take that? Yeah, lovely. All right, lovely. Okay, can you take the flickering of lights, please? In your home? Can you understand that? Right. Would you understand that you feel spirit around you? Okay. Would you understand that you sense spirit? No. Okay, don't worry, I've just got to get the wording right. Because I know this lady talks about flickering of lights where you live. Okay. So, and your loved ones are around you a lot. Okay. And I know that there is, if you don't feel them, would you understand in a knowing that they're around you? So it's a knowing more than a feeling. Lovely. Okay. Okay, I don't usually give names, but I've got the name of Albert here. So I don't know if you can relate to Albert with her. I'm not sure, but I need to give you that name. Okay. And right, so let's just see what they're saying about yourself. Have you got a brother? Can you understand that sometimes you're like this together? Yeah. And would you also understand that you you stand up for yourself with your brother, but other people you don't stand up for yourself. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what she wants you to do is start standing up for yourself with people around you, so you don't get walked all over. Does that make sense? Because you are a sensitive soul. Yeah. And what she's saying is that, you know, the way you are with your brother, maybe you should try that on these people that are around you. She's calling them friends, all right? So I feel that I'm feeling the messages here, like stand your ground a bit more, okay? And are you? Can you understand you're changing something in your life, or you want to change something? Does that make sense? Would you understand you're wanting to do something a bit more worthwhile? Well, as I feel, so what I'm feeling is you have your dreams, but you don't feel that you can achieve those dreams. Yeah? And that's what I feel is worthwhile. But because of your confidence, you're not pushing yourself enough. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay. I do feel you need the confidence of your brother. Does that make sense? Yeah. I feel that's all she's come to say is just put yourself forward a bit more and find that that energy to boost yourself up and push yourself out there and take yourself out your comfort zone. Does that make sense to you? Lovely. All right, I'm going to leave this lady's love with you and say God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Thank you. Can I come to the gentleman there, please? Thank you. It's all right if I work with you, yeah? Okay, I have a lady in the spirit world who's joining us. Joining you. I'm not sure what nationality this lady is. All right. So let me just work with that. Sometimes it's not always loved ones, it's friends and old flames, and you know, it's we can get neighbours come through as well, schoolmates as well. So right, let me just see this lady. Right, so I have this lady. She didn't make old bones. Okay, you know that saying? Yeah, yeah. So she didn't see through to 70 or 80. So I know she didn't make, and she's got a very tan skin. Right, so she's not not olive skin, it's a tan skin. It's a tan skin. It's not black, but it's just a tan skin. Okay. I can see her as an adult when she passed to the spirit world. I don't know whether I want to put her in her 20s when she passed the spirit world, this lady. All right. She says she talks Spanish. She could speak Spanish. Okay, let me just try and give you what she's got coming through. That's what she's saying. She could speak Spanish. I feel she spoke English, but she could speak Spanish. I want to go either into college or university with her. So I want to go back to that time with you. Would you understand that? Not the lady, but would you understand that time for yourself? Okay, because I'm going back in that time. I know this lady. See, you might not even know this lady has passed. That's the thing. Just trying to see. Excuse me. What else she's going to give me? See, I've got dark hair. I've got long dark hair with her. Beautiful, beautiful skin, beautiful skin. She's certainly looking young. Just trying to see if she can show me what she's studying. I feel I'm doing numbers, so it would be to do with numbers. She's showing me numbers on page. Anything else, my lovely? Do you know Jordan? Okay, just hold on to that because they'll put things in my head and I have to pass them on. All right. Right, come on. Just waiting for her to put something more in my head. Come on. All right, what's that mean? Would you understand a young child called Jordan on a friend link, maybe? A friend's child? No. All right. Bringing in a child now. Okay. I feel what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get somebody else in for you. All right. Can I just ask you, are you at crossroads at the moment? You're not sure what way to go with something. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, so I know that I'm with the right person. All right. Okay, can we have something else, please? Sorry, it doesn't remember. Okay. All right. I have another lady that's coming in, all right, to join us. I will leave that the lady that I have just brought in, you will work out where you find her. You know, she might be just, I think she's probably an acquaintance, a friend from the past, all right, but I know that she didn't make old bones. Right, so can we have somebody else in, please? So I know I've got a lady here that's joined us. I know with this lady, I'm not very tall with this lady, so maybe I'm my height with this lady. I'm about 5'3", 5'2". I know that I'm very rounded with this lady. I'm seeing I'm rounded. I know that she's taken me to her hands, so I know that she would have been a real worker when she was here, when she was on the earth plane. I also know with her, she's taken me to head, so I know there would have been headaches with this lady as well. Some pains in the head. She's taken me to head. If not, it's in the neck here. All right. I know that this lady, when she passed the spirit world, it was quick. Okay. She's making me feel that that she, even though it was quick, there was people around her, but not everybody around her before she passed the spirit world. There were others that didn't quite make it, or I feel that her passing would have been within a couple of days once she knew that she was going over, or the family, or maybe the hospital. But I know that it was within days of her passing. I know with this lady, my breathing is labours as well. I know with this lady that I have lost weight. I'm not really skinny, but I have lost some weight before I went to the spirit world. All right. Can you take this lady? Yeah, lovely. Okay, I'll just see if she'll give me a bit more. I know I'm a loved one as well. I feel I'm a loved one for your family. Okay. I feel that her hair would have been a bit lighter than yours, this lady. Like, I'm not saying blonde, but it's a bit lighter. She's showing me a bit more now. So I feel I'm an older lady with her when I went to the spirit world, because she's talking about, she must have had like hair growing from her chin, because she's talking about that. You understand? Yeah. And she's laughing about that, because I feel there was reference to that from others. I feel there's a little bit of wit with her as well. Would you understand this? She was a little bit witty as well. I don't know if this is your grandmother. Would you understand that? All right, okay. But I feel that there was a bit of wit. But I do feel that you're the grandchild to this lady. All right, she's talking about her knees now, so I know that she would have struggled with her knees. There would be some real aches and pains with her knees. I don't feel I'd had any operations or anything, but I know that the arthritis was getting in there. And now I'm talking about arthritis, so I know she would have had it in her back as well. And I know my hands were, well, as we all get older, we have a job to grip things, but I know that her hands would have suffered as well. But I also feel her hands would have suffered maybe through knitting, or she's shown me pastry as well. So I know she was been pretty good with kneading pastry and bread she's talking about. Okay, do you know who I've got here now? Yeah, oh, lovely. Okay. So this lady has, she says, I've arrived, bless her. So this is her little sense of humour going on, all right. And I do feel, would you understand that, like the lady, excuse me, take that away, like the lady over there, that you feel or sense spirit around you, please? There's a sensitivity to yourself. Okay. Oh, I don't do possibilities. Sorry. Would you understand that you hear spirit? But it's not hearing spirit like I'm talking to you. It's in your thought processes. Would you understand you have a very good imagination? Yeah? Okay. So you could manifest, if you wanted to manifest something, you would see it in here. Does that make sense? Lovely. So you're on your journey of being spiritual. All right? That's being spiritual. That's being because you're picking up on spirit around you, and that's how they work in here internally. Some people externally, but it's more difficult for them. So it's mainly internally, feeling, sensing, knowing. In here, they talk to you, and you think, well, is that me or is that them? It certainly is them. All right. And they can build you a picture on the imagination as well. Okay. So I do feel that this lady's come through for you. And I feel, would you understand that you're needing a cuddle at the moment? A big hug? Yes. Don't use the word possibly. It's like, it makes me feel that maybe you're trying to just make it fit, and I don't want that. Because I'm getting the messages through from here. And you understand the last couple of weeks has been a little bit of turmoil for you. Would you understand that? Because of circumstances? Yep. Okay. And would you understand that you've got to make certain decisions on changing routes? It's in here, but you haven't put it into place yet. Make sense? Yeah, lovely. And what she's saying is, think about this very seriously. all right? And don't think about money, all right? Listen to your gut, because your gut has never done you any wrong. So you need to listen to that. It's only done you wrong when you're not listening to it, okay? Like she's talking about, there was an occasion when you was a teenager, all right? Stands out. She's not telling me what, but she's talking about something that you didn't listen to this, all right? And what she's saying is listen to your gut. Don't think about money in all of this. Just listen to what's going on in here, and it will tell you, all right, the right avenue to take. Does that make sense? Good. I leave you with her love and say God bless you and thank you. I know you'll find that other young lady, she's very pretty, very pretty. Maybe she's in your dreams. No. You can keep them in your dreams though, can't you? Lovely. Thank you for working with us. Thank you. Can I come? Lady in blue there, please. May I work with you? Lovely. All right, thank you. Would you understand you're starting to see your way forward now?
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's like you're leaving it all behind now, where you was a little bit stuck. Does that make sense? Lovely. Okay, let's see who's given me that information. Understand your mum in the spirit world. Yeah. So she's come through. I feel that she probably comes through a lot. This lady. All right. All right. Okay, that's lovely. Right. So I do feel it's your mum. Now, you might, when I give you the description of her, you may think, no, that's not my mum, but that's my feeling, all right, or like a mum, okay? I know with this lady, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at her, so there's now you look at yourself in the mirror and see your mum in the mirror. Do you understand? No, not really. Okay, all right. All right, okay. This is what she's saying here. Would you understand your character is different to your mum's though? Yeah. And I feel with your mum, she's making me pull up my sleeves, so I know that she would not put up with too much. She would get in and sort things out if they needed sorting out. I also know that she had a voice as well, so she would sort things out. I feel I've got quite a few children around me as well with her. Does that make sense? Or these other people's children? I've got a lot of children around her. All right, okay, all right. I just feel I've got a lot of children around me. Whether they're hers or not, I don't know. But I know I've got a lot of children around me. And I know I have got a family lady here, and I know that she would be good in the kitchen. But I do feel that a bit later on in her life, she quite enjoyed going out, this lady. Are you with me still? Lovely. But I feel that she had a group of friends that she would go out with. So she was quite social. You lost me. Okay, then have a look to see somebody else. I know it's family though. I know it's family. Would you like to look to see where there is a larger family than your family with mum?
Her children.
Her children or her relatives, brothers and sisters.
There's a lot of relatives.
Right. Okay. Right. So, right. Then would you understand one was quite social later on in life?
I have relatives, yes.
Right. Okay. And there's a set of friends that would go that this lady would go out with. Oh, bless you, bless you. Okay, let me just give you some more what she's given me, all right? Because I know she makes me feel that she was a social lady, and as I say, I'm feeling it's your mum, but it might not be your mum. Okay. I'd also know with this lady that I have, can't get away with that. She has a lot of children around her. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Would you understand? I'm just asking about her person. Would you understand that? He's trying to put it to me. Would you understand with this lady that her passing was? I want to say that she was ill for some time. All right, and I feel that even though she was ill, and I do feel it's something like cancer, where she thought she was getting better and then it would go back to, and it would either it spread or it went somewhere else. Does that make sense? Because I feel that was over time as well. Yeah, right. All right, okay. I just feel that it's, she's making me feel anyway that she had this illness that then it was like it started or it didn't affect her so much, or she was feeling a lot better with it, and then it came back, and in the end it came back with a vengeance. Does that make sense? Lovely, beautiful, and I do feel that she just gave into it in the end. All right, I know I've got family around me when I pass as well. Understand? No, but I have got family around me when I pass. And she's not saying if anybody wasn't there. She's just saying that I have family around me. I know. Would you understand a ring with her?
I have got a ring.
Right. Okay, that's lovely. As long as you can, I'm going to hear, but I think she's just making reference to, no, I feel it's not a wedding ring, but it's making reference to a ring that is hers. All right. And would you understand, I've got January, February, I've got an anniversary, or there's some birthdays around that time, January, February time. Does that make sense to you? It's yours, February. Okay. Right. But I've also got to go the end of January there as well for a birthday. Well, it could be an anniversary if it's not a birthday. All right. Okay, no worries, no worries. Would you understand that you either got to have your eyes checked as well, please? Regularly. You had them regularly, all right. You're due, yeah. All right. And so we go back to the beginning, and she's saying that now things are a lot better for you in front of you now. Your path is clearing nicely, all right? And I know that what you have been through hasn't been pleasant, all right? And it brings back memories, she's saying, but now your path in front of you is a lot clearer, all right? And she's saying, just keep being your bubbly self, all right? Just keep being your bubbly self. And there's lots of love for you from her, all right? Thank you for working with us. Thank you. Could I come to the gentleman there, please? May I work with you? Yeah? Thank you. Would you understand you're a very spiritual person? Yeah. So I have a gentleman for you, all right? I know there's a family resemblance, but also would you know a friend that's in the spirit world, please? Because I've got another gentleman, I don't feel that he's family. just yeah, all right. Just hold that, and it will come to you, as you know. All right. So I do have this gentleman for you, and I'm looking at your features, and there's similar features going on. All right. I do feel that with this gentleman, I don't know whether he's in your life all the time. I feel that either there was a person early, or he just wasn't around so much with this gentleman. Okay. I feel with this gentleman also, would you understand that there's the gentleman that's coming through, I feel there's a sorry to come to you as well. Can you take that? All right, let me just, all right, okay, let me just, the trouble is, as I said, you know, it's how they feel, Okay. As I connect with this gentleman, I know that I've got a strong man here. I don't want to say strong character, but he was strong in the family. Yeah, physically strong in the family. Okay, all right. It's a late. Are you together? Would you know? No. All right. Oh, I won't put you together then. Sorry. Sorry. Let me just carry on then. I know sometimes do have them blend in as well, especially later on in the evening. You know, when I've worked. So. Would you understand somebody took their life as well, please? Okay, this one will be a train, I think. No? Okay. I don't know if they use that. I don't know if they use that for me to let me know that somebody took their life, or whether it was a train. So I had this the other night as well, and it wasn't. I don't think it was a train, but I was shown a train. So I think that might be the way they're showing me that somebody has taken their life, because I can't see them. I'm just being told that. Okay, let me just, it seems a bit busy, but hang on there. Hang on with me. So I'll move that. I've just got a few coming in here. I do feel you're a spiritual person. Would you understand that you do rescue work with spirits that haven't gone over properly? Okay. Yeah. No, you would be aware, because you'd be doing that. You would be doing that. Okay. So, would you understand that you either hear or you sense spirit? You see and hear. Okay. I'm being told that you've got a very strong mind, and what's I can see rescue. I don't know if you don't do it. Maybe it's something that you should think about doing. Okay, because that's what I'm being shown. I feel a bit stuck with you, actually. I can't seem to get past what I've said, but I've got others. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I can't put it to one person, and that's how yeah. Right. I just don't. Yeah. Who it? Yeah. Okay. That's why I feel I'm a bit lost, because I can't seem to get anybody to stand still or be still for me. But they are talking about your spiritual side and the fact that you can help those over from the other side. I don't know if you've thought about that, but I feel it's to do with the way you think and how your mind is. When I don't know if you're working medium, but I feel it's just how do you not? Right, okay. For somebody, yeah, okay. It's a message, all right, okay. Okay. You don't, all right. Okay. Well, no. No. Absolutely. Well, the reason is for you to develop, isn't it? So you can help more people. But at the moment, if you do the rescue work, you can send those lost souls that normally it's usually like murders or car crashes or somebody who goes over very quickly and they don't go over properly, so they get a little bit lost. And I think they're being drawn to your light. Okay, so it's up to you, but that is something you don't have to physically go out and do and learn. You can do that in your head. All right. I am. Well, it's your light is bright. It's coming through. Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, your light is bright, and they are being attracted to you. So, and now it's been brought to your attention. Maybe just wait and see who does come, because it can be those that are struggling to get over, and you just show them. You ask for their relatives to come and show them the light, and that helps them over, because there is some lost souls out there. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you, because I can't get. As I say, it's all bitty. It's not my normal, but I accept whatever happens. All right, but I know that it's about you advancing your spiritual side to help many. All right, but you as I say, you have free will. All right. So thank you very much for working with us, and I'm sorry I couldn't get anybody to really, but I do feel that that the spirit they want to use you, all right. And once they start using you in that way, then they'll start grabbing you even more. But if you've got the gift, I mean, I know you could stand up and do what I'm doing. You know, and I know that's probably not what you want to do, but
you got free will.
Yeah, absolutely. But they'll still keep trying, don't they? All right, lovely. Thank you so much. All right, lovely. I'm going to go to this lady here then. Is that all right? Because your relatives been lining up. All right, lovely. Okay. It's all right if I work with you, yeah? Lovely. So you're actually juggling a lot at the moment. I don't know what you're juggling, but you're juggling lots. I'm being told. All right. And I just feel with yourself that sometimes you get a little bit down in the dumps. I also feel that this place lifts you up. For you, this is your weekly boost, if you know what I mean. Okay, let me just see who's given this. Oh, would you understand your father in the spirit world, please? All right, okay, right, okay, all right. So, okay. Okay. I'm bringing a lady for you, shall I? Is your father quite persistent?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell him not to come through, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't tonight.
All right. Okay. He's quite a powerful man as well, isn't he? When he was here. Yeah. Okay. Let's move him on. Bless you. Oh, she don't want to speak with you. So the lady I've got here, she's probably your height, yeah, and I feel she's about your shape as well. But I know that I feel that her weight would have, I've got to say that right, fluctuated through her life. All right, this lady. I also know that this lady would have made about, I think, 80 before she passed to the spirit world. All right. Don't always hold me to age because I'm seeing it more than anything else. So if they've got beautiful skin, they can look younger, as I said. But I feel she did make old bones anyway, this lady. I know that I want to say she was a gentle soul. All right. I know that she would have been, I don't want to say a walkover, but I want to say she'd done things in her own way. All right. And I know that I'm relative to you because I know I've got a lot of love for you. All right. I know also that would you understand she couldn't help something? Does that make sense? Yeah. Right. I don't know what it means, but she couldn't help something. I don't know if you have a watch of this lady's or you're watching time at the moment. Or no, hang on. Would you understand she was watching time before she passed the spirit world? Yeah, because I feel as though I'm looking at time. Right. I do feel that there would have been a lot of problems with her throat here or that part of her. Okay, because I'm feeling that she couldn't say what she wanted to say. All right, that's why she made me cough. I know near in her latter life that she would have had problems with her back here, this here, top part. You understand? Because I feel I'm not over, but I'm slightly over with her. I know that this lady has a good heart, and she's coming in with a lot of love for you. Okay, and she wants to give you a big hug. All right. And when I say love, there is a lot of love. All right. I do feel that she's somebody that didn't show it so much when she was here. All right. But she does show it because I feel she gives you healing on your shoulders, please, and for your neck, right, which then runs down your body. All right. So she's giving you that healing that you're needing. I do feel with yourself that you haven't chosen a good life. All right. And what she's saying is that you're going to go, when you go over, you can have loads of brownie points. All right. And this is the lady's sense of humour. I don't know if this is mum, but I just feel, but I'm like a mum. Yeah. I have that love there for you, like a mum. I don't know if that's your aid, but she's taking you to your legs, all right, and I want to say your hips, your knees, but all the lower part of you, all right. She's saying, I know that you try very hard to move yourself forwards, all right, but you struggle a lot, but you still will not give in. You still keep going and keep going. She's making reference to your hair and she loves your hair. All right, she really does love your hair. And she says about your free spirit. You are a free spirit. Even though you've got things that hamper you, you in here, you are still that free spirit. And you ain't going to let anybody bring that down. All right? So I've got to give you a lot of love from this lady. Lots of hugs, all right? And she's giving you healing on your back here, all right, as well. She's already said that, but she's bringing that in as well. She's given me a big ache there, a big ache, all right? Lots and lots of love, and say God bless you, and thank you for working with us. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I didn't get round to everybody. I really apologise. I did do 11 last night, but I was thinking I might, but some things have to go a bit deeper. So you're most welcome. Yeah, no, I'll close. All right, if you'd like to join me in prayer, everybody, please. Thank you. I'd like to thank all those that drew close and given their messages, used me as that vessel. Thank you. And may I ask that each person here takes a piece of this energy home with them to bring upliftment for themselves. Also, may this energy go out around our planet where it's needed, please. And now I ask for the veil to be put back into our work again. I'd like to thank my guides, my loved ones, and those from the higher realms. And I also want to once again thank those loved ones who use me respectfully, and I thank you for that. I also like to thank those loved ones that were here but not still here, but didn't have a voice, but just brought in the love to raise the vibrations here. I'd like to ask for a blessing to be put upon this beautiful sanctuary, and may the doors continue to stay open. I also ask that everybody here has a safe journey home. And lastly, I ask that each person here finds their God within them. Amen.